one. Anyway.
Yes, but
So, anyone else have anything to add about what happened last session?
There was some sexy flying.
there was also some stuff that pushed YouTube's age restriction.
Oops.
Like I said, lesbian makeouts.
I'm sure there's more or people that
The
have
zipper
done-
never came all the way down.
No, it never did. There was no actual boob. It's just
It was just heavily implied boob.
yes.
Side boob.
like
Tasteful.
Side boob, yes.
Oh, I guess it's worth pointing out that Kiris and Jadmus both gave away their pseudo-empire ties. But
But were they in the
to the scientist
okay.
as an intimidation tactic.
Hang
Which
on,
fell
I'll be right
flat on its face.
I mean, he's scared shitless or something. He came in, didn't he?
No.
Oh no,
You guys were pretty
Oh,
much
we're
like,
still trying.
yeah, you guys are pretty much like, oh, do it or bad things will happen. He's like, fuck you. Like, you guys didn't fail, you just never succeeded.
That's
Yeah.
right. The guard is the one that's freaked the fuck out.
Right, yeah, he's traumatized.
He's probably just going to keel over from a heart attack.
Alright, I gotta mute my microphones for a second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I think that was everything.
Pretty much.
We did learn that Mobius Core is legit and is backed by people such as senators of Alderaan, the Republic, and the local aristocrats.
Yep.
Which does pretty much make this a play against the Republic.
Yep.
Uvasu is extremely disappointed. Actually, no, she doesn't care. Doesn't care.
No fucks are given.
Oh, and Batman over there did hack in.
I'm gonna continue to do a hacking.
It's true, he did do a hacking.
We have control of their turrets.
Tarvin has control of their turrets and is doing a very good job.
To quote a very old meme, we are in their base, killing their dudes.
This is not inaccurate.
So, at what point are we going to go over their PA system and say, we'll give you all a chance to surrender so we don't have to fill you full of holes?
Probably as soon as one of the more charismatic members of our crew gets their hands on said PA system.
I mean,
Hi, I can do that.
reasonably speaking, can I use gunnery at this point as a substitution for intimidation or charisma?
You also have an umbilical from the ship to their systems.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Cassie, would it be reasonable to just be like, I'm really good at shooting these guns, and I can put you guys through a lot of holes?
You mean put a lot of holes through you guys?
Nope. At this point,
Okay.
it's just an equipment modifier. It doesn't fucking matter anything beyond that.
if you say so. Good.
But either way, so we've got 3 people in the turn order, and none of them are us.
I have... Go ahead, sorry.
That's you guys are all in the turn order. I don't know why it didn't update for you.
Should we roll Destiny?
You will in a moment.
Okay.
Hmm. How do you How do you show everyone else the turn order? Because they're in mine. Ah, it's because they're not on the screen. I put it from their character sheets, I think.
Mhm.
But I remember clicking on their tokens
Okay.
to add them.
So, hold on. Yeah, so you did it by character sheet, not by token. Otherwise, that would be highlighting Shiv.
I know. I thought I did it by their token.
Now mouse over the new Shiv you made. There you go. Does it show up on ours now? Yes.
Okay. Steiner. And you're a flat 0, Tarvin.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Tarvin's flat.
In some ways.
Wait, did we have to roll Destiny?
Yes, you do need to roll Destiny. So
You said not yet.
it was not yet while I was figuring out what was going on. Alright, if you open up your sheet, Dallin, it should have a place for Destiny. And underneath you can press roll Destiny.
Ooh. Ooh.
Holy shit, guys.
Wow.
Well,
We
It's because
succeed.
Dallin is here.
Wait for me to fuck it up for you. Hold on. Wait, that's...
I mean, you fucked it up, but
I did.
nice try.
You gotta roll Destiny, not. There you go.
Not just
Nice
failed
roll,
dice.
Destiny.
Well, it's because Emily is the darkness.
No, I are to darkness. Do not pet to darkness.
Dallin.
Give me a second. The sheet disappeared on me.
Okay.
For some reason, can't access it. Again. I don't know whether it disappeared in the background or what.
Well, if you go over to your log, player journal or whatever, you should be able to click on Shiv's name again.
How can I minimize it? Oh, there we are. Right, what am I looking for?
It says Destiny. It should be underneath your dice pool area.
Thank you. Oops.
Not quite. You did what Emily did.
Did I click the wrong one?
Yeah, so where it says Destiny Pool, over on the side it says Roll Destiny.
Left side.
Yeah, on the left side.
Right below a button that says Sync Pool with GM. Push the Roll Destiny button.
You see it?
No, I don't.
All right.
Okay, so Dallin, when you're looking at Tamar or Zero Tamar Shiv, right? And you're on the character sheet tab at the top. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So then it ends up going Fantasy Flight Games, yada yada, and then you have a bunch of options for character sheet, vehicle sheet, etc. That one's also on character sheet. Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. So there's a little drop down section there that says Dice and Destiny Pool. Is that expanded?
yes.
Look down the left side of the sheet. Do you see the part where
Should say 7 and 0 right now. Yeah.
there you go.
Alrighty. That was probably by far the best Destiny roll you've had ever.
Yes.
Now, where
He's
we
on
left
the
off,
board.
there is a security droid right next to Shiv. And it is not looking too hot. It's been shot by a turret. And it did not seem to like that. What you guys are doing in here, Dallin, is you are looking for a small hyperspace drive. So it's about half the size of a normal one. And it's somewhere inside this facility, and you know that there are guards and this droid guarding it. The 2 green dots are turrets that are currently under control by players. There are 4 security droids down the hallway, but there's not droids, guards. There is a locked door, so they can't get to you at this point. And down the other hallway, there are 3 security guards and a downed security guard. It is currently Shiv's turn.
All right.
There is a combat section on your sheet that shows what weapons you have. And you can roll whatever you need to from that side as well. Shiv
Alright.
has...
Continue.
I was going to say Shiv tends to use his arm blade. More than anything else.
Well, that's the only equipment I see in his weapon section.
Yeah, I think that might be the only one he has.
Well, might as well finish off the security droid then.
Alright. So there's a little die right in the middle of the thing for the arm blade. You can just press that, since currently you have 2 purples on your dice pool, so that's all. You don't need to change that.
Okay.
You succeeded with a threat. I'm going to have you put 1 strain on his sheet. You scroll up a little bit, it says under stats, it says wounds and strain. The threat is going to be represented with taking 1 strain.
Okay.
But you hit.
Say,
The arm blade has a base damage of 1 +1 for every extra success, so that's 2 points, plus your brawn, which is
I think it was like 3.
it's under skills. Yes, 3. So 1, 2, 5. All right. And let me have him take that. The droid is still up at this point.
Even off it.
I can't hear you.
Never mind.
Sorry. Alright. These guards over here. Josh, are you still looking through the security feeds?
Yes.
Alright. So, the guards that are behind the blocked door are going to be moving up to see if there is another door they can look through, because currently they don't know which doors are locked. And Tarvin.
Okay, so I know I have access to the weapon system. Do we have access to the PAs? To the PA system?
Yeah, that sounds like fun. But whether or not it is only this PA system. Yeah. Okay.
What else would it be connected to?
Oh, I was whether or not. Remember they had a secondary security site or whatever, like the place where you guys went to get access to the video footage and everything.
There's a second or a remote security station.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
Yes, I'm just.
But
Never mind.
but no, you only have access to this PA system, not the secondary one.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. There would be 0 point to even trying to roll that. So yeah, I'm just gonna gun down the. Because I don't have any clear line of sight to anybody down that left hallway, correct?
At this point, not right now. You do still have the line of sight to the security droid, though. Oh. Yeah. You could. No, we had figured out that this thing blocks line of sight.
Yeah.
That was what you said, yeah.
Okay. So then at that point, I guess I'm just going to mow down the droid with both guns. So I just need. I need to pull up the auto fire crap again. 1 second. That one was in Edge of the Empire, right?
It was in Age of Rebellion. I'm not sure how firing multiple guns works. I think you would have to. That would be an extra action.
I shot 2 last time.
No, you use auto fire with one weapon.
No. I shot at the robot and I shot at the dude in the hallway because I You said I could control the guns.
You use it with one gun.
That's why the dude in the hallway is down. I shot him. I'm just letting you know that is what happened. That's all I'm getting at. Okay, so I can only shoot one gun at a time. Got it. Then it does. Auto fire can be triggered multiple times. You spend 2 advantages each time. And then it deals an additional hit to the target. Each of these counts as an additional hit from that weapon, and each hit deals base damage plus the number of uncancelled successes.
It also has breach 1.
Either way, I'm just rolling combat because I believe it. But no, I deleted it. Okay, so you have it up on your thing right now. So it's damage 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crit,
Crit 2.
encumbrance, and HP or moot, whatever. Range was medium.
I'm going to.
Gunnery. Okay, that's pretty much all I need to. Okay, breach. Weapons with breach burn through the toughest armor and are often heavy weapons or starship weapons. Breach weapons ignore 1 point of armor for every rating of breach. Meaning they also ignore 10 points of soak for every rating of breach.
Okay.
How much breach does it have?
Breach 1.
Okay, so it ignores the first 10 points of soak.
Got it.
Hot.
So it just dealt, 12 damage, and I can auto fire for a second hit.
So it's damage 10, 1 for every additional success. I mean, that's still enough to put this thing down. But your first success still counts as.
Okay, then they phrased that sentence really poorly then.
Wait, for what?
Each of the auto fire shots counts as an additional hit from that weapon, and each hit deals base damage plus the number of uncancelled successes on the check.
Yes. So.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that sentence is really weird then.
So the base damage for the first hit.
I get it. I understand what you said.
So, this guy's down. He kind of sparked, fizzled out, and fell over.
Probably with lots of holes in him.
Lots of scorch marks. That's for sure. less holes because it's still Star Wars and there aren't as many holes. All right.
Steiner's turn.
Next is Steiner. Oh shit. No.
Steiner wants to solidify his control of this computer system, and to this end is going to attempt to funnel way too much power to that console over there, that place you can plug in, and blow it up.
And then mute and or disconnect.
Did I mute and or disconnect?
You did kind of stop talking mid-sentence.
Weird. I didn't let go of the button. Okay, so yes, Steiner, to solidify his control over the network, is going to cause this panel over here to draw way more power than it should have, until the point it explodes. So I'm going to roll my computers. See if I can make that happen.
Okay. That happened.
Real good.
How many things can I make blow up like this?
So let's see here. You have killed this computer station, and you have caused a blue screen of death over here.
Do we still have access in the back?
Yes.
Star Wars
That's
even
that's
have
actually on a
Bluetooth
different. Remember how there's things that Steiner can't get from where he's at over where you're at?
Mm-hmm.
He can't damage that area too much.
Too much, she says. Should I be afraid?
Anyway, so this computer console area is now all blue screen of death.
I'm also going to take that advantage I rolled and pass it to Sin, since her turn is next.
Okay. So that gives her a blue die.
And yeah, I think that's his turn.
Okay, no maneuver for you?
No, I'm not going to take a maneuver. I'm just going to hunker down behind this table? Desk?
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
It's like, it's a hollow conference table.
Hunkering!
Okay. Oh, Vasu!
So the droid was taken care of, right?
Yeah.
I think all those guys are pretty far away, aren't they?
No. That's probably gonna be. Don't pay attention to the scale. It's probably gonna be medium range.
I gotta move. Hold up, blasters are short range.
Okay. You only have to move about half the distance.
But you have to make sure you go the distance.
And find your way.
Is that okay?
I suggest moving down one so you have line of sight, because the big box thing is a line of sight blocker. Yeah, there you go.
Okie dokie. Pew pew time, I guess.
Pew pew, motherfucker. Alright, that's still gonna be average. You have a blue die. Take off that black die because I don't remember what it's from.
Something that happened last time. But I will go ahead and take it off. That's fine.
Huh.
I got all advantages. Four of them.
But you didn't succeed, is the funny part.
But
here.
I did not succeed.
Pass that shit off to someone else.
Pretty much.
I don't understand this system at all.
Pass all the advantages to me. I can convince
Well-
fucker not to get into the computer.
We pinned a message that gave you ideas of how to use advantages. So let's find that real fast. It's up here. You can give them all black dice for
Raises.
if they are targeting you. You could force someone to drop a weapon they are holding. You can perform an immediate free maneuver. You could move, essentially, for free. You could recover a strain. You could give somebody blue dice. You could notice something important.
Ooh, do that one. Take that one.
Give me something to notice.
Well, this thing.
Is that your bulge?
Woo woo.
I quit. I'm done.
Run away with me, Emily.
I've infested this server.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you notice that on the other side of the turret, where it looks like there was just a bunch of junk strung out haphazardly, there, a tarp had shifted because of the turrets coming up, and you can now see what looks to be a miniature hyperdrive
Ping that shit for me,
somewhere over
please.
here.
Sanka.
Alright, you still have 3 advantages you can spend. Would you like to
Okay.
move for free or give them black dice against you or something?
I have tea.
Emily?
I'm thinking.
Okay. Just making sure we didn't lose you.
My tea has brandy in it.
Share. Please.
Okay, I'll get a picture.
Damn it. You like this?
I don't know. I guess maybe guy was shooting at. Like, you make him drop his weapon.
So I know you need more time to
Alright. Was it this one?
Yeah, because this one's dead, right?
Yeah.
Or at least severely incapacitated.
He got shot with a turret.
Right.
Is dead.
Oh.
Let's see here. He's gonna have Gladius.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
Good. We had we're still in the first round of combat. We did have Dallin roll for your first thing of for your first attack because you weren't here yet and we just wanted to get started.
Okay.
But
He did good.
you have not taken any damage. I think you took 1 strain.
Okay.
His presence here has made the dice listen to us because he is our Jesus.
Don't say that, you'll jinx us.
Anyway, alright. So this guy has lost his weapon, thus he has this cute little panicking symbol above his head. In the meantime, it is not the security droid's turn because he's dead. It is the guard's turn. Yay! Alright. So this guy is scooching up. This guy is also scooching up a bit, but not too far because holy shit, that's an anti-tank rifle. I mean, cannon. Bitches love cannons.
Can confirm.
So the two that actually have weapons are going to be shooting at you. Alright? So what you're going to see is blaster shots from both of them in one roll. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Alright. And
I regret my decision.
Thank you.
it's okay. They have less to roll because now there is less of them with weapons. Because the guy with that symbol is using his turn to pick up his weapon.
And panic.
Don't forget the panic.
Yeah.
He forgot his towel.
Oh shit.
Does not forget the towel.
Well, they missed,
Hooray!
but this guy has got his. Oh, and I didn't even roll the negatives. Wait, did you give them negatives?
No, I just made the one guy drop his weapon.
Right, okay, yeah. So you missed, but this guy now has his weapon. So he's not going to be panicked anymore. But he is going to turn around and face you. Okay, Shiv.
Alright.
The droid is dead.
Huh?
Droid is dead.
Question.
Okay.
What are Jadmis and Kyrus doing?
We hadn't had them roll because they are currently not
In combat?
in combat. So that's what I was going to do. Thank you for reminding me. At the top of the round, I was going to ask them what they want to do. This has only been like 6 seconds.
Yeah, no. I just wasn't sure if we were supposed to have rolled initiative or not.
No.
Oh, I formulated a plan, but I'll do it next round.
You want to do it next round? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then, and was there any discussion that you wanted to have over comms? Real fast.
Kiris is going to ask for positions to be relayed because the doors are still locked between them. And she is
Okay.
out of the dead zone. So I guess it's the comm link to Tarvin. Asking where they all are.
All right, Tarvin, you can quickly relay that if you know.
We were forwarding all the camera information because that's how he's been shooting, right?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, you just relay that.
All right. And Shiv.
All right, I've been planning this all week, so watch me botch the roll. I'm talking to some dudes. No worries. I am going to try to negotiate
With?
with the turret, with the guards.
Well, because you're currently in a completely different room than any of the guards. And
Can I get over here next to her?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna strike a big boy pose and yell some stuff that'll hopefully scare him into submission.
Okay.
I'm guessing that would be more negotiation than charm.
It depends on what you are saying.
Okay, I'm trying to remember what feel. Oh, and I'm also activating pheromones and turning kind of bright red. There's a cinnamony scent that floats through the air. Shiv throws his arms wide and says, a whole thing that I wrote. I swear it. I did. I'm sorry, I just got back. My brain is still in scrambles.
That's okay.
We have rotted you from within. We have cut you off from your reinforcements. We have turned the very station against you. But we have not come to draw blood.
Yes, we have.
Lay down your arms, gather your wounded, and surrender. Okay, that's all I got.
All right. So we could go with negotiation or coercion.
That seems pretty coercion-y to me.
I prefer negotiation, but it's up to you.
If you have something to give in return, then it's a negotiation.
Their lives.
That's
I
a
mean-
coercion. Just saying. That right there is a coercion.
Well, shit, my coercion sucks. Oh well, let's try it.
You can have a blue die because that was an awesome speech.
Oh, thank you. Oh shit, my pheromones aren't even
And
working.
if you want to, you can use a light side point to give you an upgrade on that.
So that would make it green.
Press upgrade 1 up at the top.
Okay. Well, I've got 2 weapons. I don't even have a coercion skill. What the hell is wrong with me? This is gonna completely blow. Whatever. Okay.
See, Gladys, that's why I was here. You are the diplomat. I am the seducer.
Just you wait.
There you go.
That actually worked. That actually worked.
They look around. They kind of notice that all the doors are closed and that they are pretty much surrounded. So these three are the three that can hear you at this point. And so they will all be like, well, shit. We are backed into a corner. And they have turrets. So they're all going to go ahead and lay down their arms.
Yay!
Holy fuck.
I did it.
Yeah.
Also, it just occurred to me that I probably could have called it a negotiation because I'm letting them treat their friend.
Well, they saw their friend die.
No. It was shot to wound.
It was
I
a
thought
turret
I thought it was a
with
KO.
breach.
But we did go for his knees specifically.
You went for
He's
his
still
knees?
alive. He just lacks a leg
Okay.
now.
You fool!
Or
he's a
two.
fucking-
They do see their friend who is a lot
Perforated.
worse for wear. Who will
Hey,
never work security again.
The beauty of blaster bolts is that they cauterize both the entry and exit wounds. You're welcome for that visual.
But
Either way,
honestly,
this guy's not working security again.
I was about to say, but honestly, how much of this man is going to be a droid after this?
Congrats, guys. We just created the new Darth Vader. Or the first one.
I used to be a security guard like you, and then I took a blaster bolt to the leg.
You had to go there, didn't you?
I was thinking it a lot sooner than he said it. Anyway,
Okay.
so these guys all put down their weapons. Tarvin, do you relay that to the girls?
He's going to give it a minute.
Just a minute.
Like the gist of it is pretty much he's gonna be looking at this like, okay, so they at least put down their guns, but I'm going to, and he's going to relay that they did put down the guns, and that it looks like the ones that were at least within earshot are surrendering. What does it look like the other group is doing?
They're going this way because they're looking for another way
Okay,
around.
so he's pretty much going to relay to them the situational information of all this, and I pretty much make the suggestion of I would wait until after the weapons over there are actually out of their reach before worrying about opening that door. And he'll mention that he doesn't have a clear shot from the turrets that he's got control of on that hallway.
So that would be Tarvin. That's actually your turn because that was during your turn. Because the only thing that happened was that those security guards were going. Steiner or Tarvin, did you have anything else to do on your turn, I should say?
No, not really. He's not going to be really leaving the cockpit unless there's a specific reason to.
Alright, Steiner?
So, Cassie, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm watching these guys. Are they turning... Sorry, hang on. Are they heading
Japanese.
this away? Or are they heading this away?
There is no exit over there.
Okay. So they're
All the
heading-
exits are blocked, so they're either going over here or up here.
Okay.
It's probably going to be over here so they can try and figure out how to get the doors open.
Oh, I didn't even notice there's this panel that you can access through. Did I blow that one up too?
Yeah.
Okay. Do any of these doors lock?
Yeah. I do want to point out that you need to get information from over here.
I
Yeah,
do.
we're working on that.
Okay.
The question becomes, do I trust these guys not to fuck around with my perfectly secure system? And do I trust these guys not to shoot me if I head that way?
Well, you could start heading that direction. Their guns are down, and at the very least, it will take them a hot minute in order to pick them up again if they, make that choice.
True. Here I was hoping to get all these guys locked into a single small room. No. Alright. Steiner starts heading his way towards the... over here.
Okay.
How far does he get in one turn?
You can take 2 maneuvers.
Okay.
So a maneuver can take you from one range increment to another. So basically you can move to about here-ish, whatever, kind of that distance.
Okay.
So that's like a short and then a medium. So in one turn, I'd say you can get to about here-ish, where the injured security guard is.
He does not step up from behind this thing at this point. This thing that blocks sight and probably will keep him safe from being shot.
Okay. Alright. Vasu, would you like to go forth and collect the weapons?
I was gonna go and grab the doohickey, and he's like, "Hey guys, I got it." Over the comms, so that they know we can leave now.
Okay.
Depending on how big it is, if they got like a sled,
There is one on
repulsor
the ship.
sled, then I can just get it over to the umbilical or whatever.
Oh, there's one nearby it.
Okie dokie, yeah. Then I'm busy with that.
Okay. And it is their turn. They're still kind of shocked by what Shiv said. A little bit. So they're still in that panicked phase. In fact, this is still the same turn as what Shiv said anyway, so yeah. Shiv, do you wish to take their weapons?
If they let him, yeah.
Their weapons are on the ground.
Huh?
I said their weapons are on the ground. It is your turn.
As a show of good faith, he'll pop his arm blade back in and approach reasonable, but
As you pass by Steiner, he says, "Tell them to get on the ground and drop their guns. Hands behind their head."
Well, their guns are dropped.
Their guns.
Tell them to get on the ground with their hands behind their head.
All right, there. I'm a man of my word. Just on the ground, hands behind your head. No need to get hurt.
Okay.
Except this man I'm stepping over right now.
What symbol for on the ground should I do?
The panic symbol, but upside down.
Prone for the win.
They took arrows to the knees.
Now you're not even being subtle about it.
Anyway.
So who pumped them full of arrows while they were surrendering?
I did. I'm just that good.
Alright. It is security guards. They're whoops, they don't need that pink thing. They're going in here. Like, what the fuck?
Watching them mill around is making me think about Sim Man for some reason. Just me? Okay.
Never played.
Wow. That's like a long time ago.
I guess I'm dating myself here, but
Tarvin.
He's gonna stay in the cockpit unless he has to leave, and he's gonna keep an eye on the cameras.
Alright. Oh, I forgot to talk to Jadmis and Kiris at the top of the round. Oops. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. Okay.
All good.
So Jadmis is going to move over back to Lycos. Lean down to meet him face to face and go, let's face facts here, Lycos. You have 3 options. Sorry, I'm basically reading what I wrote to Sarah.
It's okay.
1, you're killed and remembered as the idiot that freed past Imperial agents into a secure lab. 2, you help us live and spend the rest of your life trying to explain away your ineptitude. Or 3, you become an Imperial spy when they find you on some Imperial world that we drop you off on after we're done. It's your choice.
Kiris, through all of this, is lounging in the doorway with her arms folded across her chest. And totally supporting whatever kind of role Jadmis is about to make.
That Jadmis,
Probably coercion.
that is a coercion.
Kiris is supporting. As my initiative or whatever, however we're doing this.
So what does support mean again?
We're gonna add a blue die to your roll.
Okay.
Although, how are you supporting this?
By leaning in the doorway and looking intimidating.
By the power
Kind of like
of love.
polishing your weapon.
Oh, Jadmis has her vibro sword. She has a blaster.
Twirling
it's
blaster.
Twirling
it's a
it.
coercion thing?
She
Yeah.
is legitimately playing with her blaster in a way that it could just accidentally on purpose go off.
Okay. Coercion. Well, that's not as good as I wanted, but you know what?
The
Yeah.
least useful support ever.
But you know what? That's fine. I got successes. That's all that matters.
It's all that matters.
Yep. And so he's just like hands in the air, like, look, just don't kill me, okay?
Then get on the computer and find the information we want. Now.
All right. And so he's gonna start over here.
I'm sorry. My accent is horrible.
I mean, that was pretty good.
All right.
I'm sorry to
Tarvin-
any British person out there.
Exactly what I said he's going to.
Okay. Steiner.
Yep.
They
Just
don't have weapons.
He actually walks over this dude.
Okay.
Like, over?
Like he jumps over him, like leapfrog.
Like leapfrog, yes. Walks over this door. And knocks on it 3 times.
Do we?
This is the point that Tarvin finally does something. He's going to say over the comm, like, it is Steiner, but you should absolutely give him crap.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the cameras, the knocking was just a precursor. He just figures he's actually fiddling with his kit about to hack open the door.
Oh, you can mechanics this one.
Could I?
Well, considering that you don't mechanics very often, but it's the same role.
Okay.
Well, is it the same role anymore? Doesn't your slicer kit give you a bonus?
It gives me a
Slice-
bonus to computers.
Can I mechanics the other side exactly as he opens it, so it just slams shut again?
If you have a blaster, you could shoot the control panel, but then it won't open again.
I'm liable to miss.
Either
It-
way.
So it works unless it's like something that PCs have done to close the door by, slicing into the system and releasing the. They're all essentially deadbolted.
Rolling mechanics now. Hey, look, I did
Well,
good.
hello. You did very good.
Wow.
This door is open.
Here. Just Steiner sitting there.
Kyrus waves.
Oh, good. It all seems going well.
Once in a while, things do go as according to plan. More or less.
We had a plan.
Yes, Tarvin. Some of us had a plan.
Well, I had like the beginning and end of a plan. The middle was just kind of improvisation.
There was some fancy flying. A few people got shot. And we have 2 prisoners.
5.
5.
5 prisoners. Okay, just because Kyrus' player can't count doesn't mean that she can't.
No, you have an easy out with that. She just didn't know about the other 3.
Exactly.
They're around the corner.
They are very conveniently out of line of sight, aren't they?
Mhm.
So, I was going to do this round by round to see if you could get all the information before they open or they restarted the computers and opened the doors. However, you coerced Lycos into giving up.
Yep.
And
Can we-
so I'm going to give that to you.
Can we still dump him on an Imperial planet as one of our spies?
Look, I honestly don't care.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
really.
Hold on, guys. I have an idea. I mean, this is going to sound a little Jadmissy for me, and I apologize for that. But he's a dick, so he kind of deserves it. But how hard would it be for us to doctor up that this was actually supposed to be an inside job, and it was him that orchestrated the whole thing, and then dump him off somewhere with a police lead or some nonsense?
I would imagine with Steiner it would be very easy.
Because then it covers our own tracks, and we can just say that he just hired some. Like all of it was his physical resources and whatnot. He just hired some mooks off the street to do it. Covers our butts, because I mean, I don't really like the Republic, but I don't feel like actively pissing them off and having them come after us for their experimental hyperdrive.
This is fair. This is fair.
So, I mean, this is all like computer keyboardy complicated stuff. I'm more of a cockpit and whatnot kind of guy. So what's the over-under on how well that could go over?
out of character, Jadmus could literally, or could not care less.
Bonus points if they get to kill him. But potentially more bonus point. That's purely just Curious being a called rational bitch, because why would you leave a loose end?
The most important thing about a kidnapping is that the only way you get away with it is if there's no one left alive to identify you.
Pretty much.
Unless all of the evidence kind of like, if they're like, hey, why did you do it? He's like, why did I do what? We know what the fuck you did. And like all of that hard evidence right in front of him, you could just fucking pretty much condemn him through that. And then if he tries to be like, that's not what happened, they just showed up and they did this, that, or the other thing, and I mean, as it is, you've already got the log that has him bringing in 2 of the people that did the stealing.
Yep.
Framing him sounds like fun.
He already half framed himself. And so that in that way, even if they catch him, he's like, no, it was these 2 Imperial people that did it. Like, that starts coming off as desperation lying.
Well, that's just Jadmus has gotten what she wants. So what happens after? Not her problem. She feels she already laid the groundwork, because the only thing that's going to end up happening is if he says the Imperials did it, the Imperials are going to go, no, we didn't. Just like they always do.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's going to be hard to prove, no matter what, who's telling the truth.
Exactly. And just the whole thing is in this way, like, Tarvin's whole concern is the safety of the ship not getting jumped by somebody looking for this thing.
Well, what if we went into the security feeds and just erased everything from the point just before Jadmus and Kiris arrived?
Yeah, absolutely. That could be part of it then. Like, he's... well, okay, so bringing this back into character.
Sorry.
Well, Steiner, do you think that you could just wipe the security stuff right before then, but leave the sign-in logs?
Already part of the plan.
Sweet. I mean, if we do that, then that's half the work right there. We just have to... can you post-date communication messages?
Oh, certainly.
Cool. I don't know. How long do you think it's going to take those guys up front to reset the freaking computer?
Depends on how good they are.
Gazzy, do we have it? And do we have an ETA on how long it's going to take them to type? Could Steiner mook up 6 months of conspiracy emails really fast and just post date them before they get that computer reset?
And you're going to have to write each email individually, but you could potentially get the guy's personal email information and then do that from somewhere else. Does that make sense?
And then just post date the receiving on this computer's end?
Yeah. Or like you could have those emails come from his personal computer or his personal
so we can do that part remotely.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then we don't even have to worry about the time frame. Just get dipshit on board. We'll leave the guards and just, because all this is being done over the communicator while these other guys are in the hallway. Just, bring dipshit with us and just act like you're being all buddy-buddy with them. The guards will then be witnesses that he was in on it with us. I mean, he'll seem a little bit distressed, but let's be honest, they just saw one of their guys get a freaking hole put in his leg, and they're a little bit freaked out. Their testimonies,
He makes a valid point.
I do that sometimes.
Fairly good at this time.
So it's still my turn? Or is it past my turn?
I'm pretty much. I said I wasn't gonna do turn by turn anymore because, you've got the guy to help you. You don't really have to hack at this point because Lycos is doing everything. He's putting in passwords for you.
Okay then, so along with his plan, here's what Steiner do. Is his personal computer over at this desk?
Yeah.
I put a back door on it.
Okay.
Don't mind the blood smear.
I'm minding the blood smear. Don't put blood smears on computers. They don't like being blood smeared.
It's not my fault where his head landed. It's totally my fault where his head landed.
Curious shrugs.
Cassie didn't call for a roll on that, but I wasn't sure.
No, that's not something that needs a roll.
Okay, back door.
I mean, I can do remote desktop control.
Okay. Then I plug in here.
Okay.
So they're all still trying to get that computer up over there?
Yeah.
This might be the thing I have to roll for. I'm going to make it as hard for them as possible.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
All right. That's going to be increasing the time required for them.
Increase the time required for the guards in the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
In character, Steiner kind of puts his comic as, and somebody says, so we got another hostage in here. How badly do we want to frame this guy?
Go big or go home.
He looks over at Jadmus. So, he pulls out his slug thrower. Actually, did the scientist have a gun on him? Did our Mark have a gun on him?
No.
No. Steiner pulls out his slug thrower and attempts to thrust it into the guy's hand.
To be fair, he's working with a computer right now.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I was gonna have him shoot the other hostage and be like, gunpowder residue is really traceable.
Yeah, except, I mean, out of character, we never know how long it's going to take them to actually track him down, for one.
Right.
But at least that he has something to confess to. I'm advocating violence. I should stop advocating violence.
No.
Well,
That's hot.
Well, now here's... I mean, out of character, here, the question. I guess my question becomes: were we going with the we will just outright murder people because out of convenience, or are we or are we going with moral criminal?
Curious is not going to advocate outright violence as much as her player might be amused or interested in.
Steiner is about that synergy.
That tells me absolutely nothing.
Whatever's most efficient.
So yes, he will He will just murder people out of convenience.
More or less, yes.
Curious will actually kind of step in and, if it becomes apparent what's going on before it happens, is the first question.
Well, I guess that'd be the thing. He'd actually flip his gun out, look at the guy, look at the hostage, look at the two women, and go,
And Curious would shake her head.
Hey, you, Mark.
Yes.
I need you to pull all the schematics of the stuff down on the hyperdrive, and you put it on this little data stick here. And he slides him a data stick.
He pulls out a different data stick. Like she was already having me do that.
Do it faster.
And he hands you the data stick.
Okay.
So Japanese has already had coerced him into doing it.
I know. He looks at him. Is this your stick or our stick?
Did Japanese have a memory stick?
No.
Spinning a light side point, it was Jadmus' stick.
Okay, spin the light side point. You had one now.
Okay, then yes. it's fine.
Steiner probably gave it to you.
Also, while Steiner is around, the Imperial accent is not there.
Nah, goody.
Kyrus knows better than to ask questions at this point.
Okay. He clicks the little comm link, realizes this room doesn't work. Right. Well, objective 1 achieved. Let's get objective 2. I'm sorry, I'm not doing Steiner's voice tonight.
That's fine.
Seriously, what's the hold up? I got the thing. Why aren't we leaving?
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, Vasu already has the drive and she's on the ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I guess our last decision would be, what do we do?
I say we go ditch him on a slave world.
Did you just say that over comms?
Yeah.
Well, let's
Hey,
face it.
Jadmus,
Only
Yeah.
the Empire could use more scientists.
They could.
Are we really gonna? Are we gonna be really going outright, like just picking sides that hard, guys? I mean, the Empire would arrest everybody on this ship just as fast. Well, maybe not everybody.
Well, I still have loyalties to the Empire. It's just they don't. It's not like complete loyalty, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah, huh? I'm just saying, Jadmus, like you and I. Let's be honest, we all know just as well. It's like, oh, hey, thanks for that. Well, you guys are loose ends, so enjoy the airlock.
But I could also use channels that my family still has to let them know where to find him.
Oh, whatever. Like they don't know where to track you down through those.
I can make the call here.
Either way, he didn't, or she didn't say that out, what she was doing out loud, though.
Yeah.
So we're not in.
I
No.
thought
No,
we were
it's
in comms.
fine. It's fine. You guys were talking, but I did want to point out that you replied to my suggestion. Sorry. So I was giving Jadmus an out if she didn't actually want to go that route.
Can you repeat the option? Because my head is just.
I had only said that there was, always a need for scientists with the Empire. I wasn't trying to negate what anyone said.
No, I know.
Jimmy?
I know. I'm thinking. Well, no matter what we're trying, Jadmus will step away from the mark so she's not heard, and she'll essentially. I'm trying to think of how to do it without being over an open channel with everybody.
Meanwhile, Steiner pokes the mark in the thigh with his little flamethrower. No sudden moves.
Who are you trying to talk to, Jadmus?
It was Tarvin that came up with the frame him, right?
Okay, yeah.
Then I'll communicate with Tarvin. I mean, so we are trying to. We just want to frame him, correct?
I mean, it covers the ship.
You're muted.
I mean, yeah, it covers the ship. It makes it so nobody knows to track us, and even if he tries to describe each of us, it's not like our crew currently is on a public record. So, if all of the animation on system pretty much just makes it look like a bunch of random mooks were using his personal stuff and then happened to take it after, he ends up still being the one that orchestrated the theft of an experimental hyperdrive from the Republic.
But do we leave him here?
Oh, absolutely not, because this, I mean, if he's not a stupid guy, right? So he's not going to want to stay where it's looking like there's evidence to implicate him.
We're bringing up intelligence for a man who brought 2 hookers into a secret lab without security check.
Who also built a miniaturized hyperdrive.
So he's a savant.
I'm not saying that common sense and intelligence are the same thing. Besides that, you of all people know how the enticements of sexual experimentation.
Ouch.
It was your connection that got you here anyway.
So where do you suggest we take him?
I mean, we can take him to a penal world. We can. If the whole story we're trying to go with is a bunch of mooks, we're like, man, we could make so much money off selling your ship. Then, really, we can drop him off wherever a bunch of fucking street thugs would think is a great idea.
We will have to take the guard then.
Yeah.
The one that's cowered in the control room.
That's fine.
All right, then we'll do that.
Cool. Just make sure Steiner,
Doesn't
poofs.
shoot him.
Well, yeah, doesn't shoot him for one, and also, poofs off the security feed of everything that happened, other than the fact that, I mean, they'll fill out a situation report about, like, yeah, whoever was here ended up getting control of our security systems, and so must have had codes, and blah, 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 blah. And so all we need to leave behind after when we leave is the sign-in logs.
Sure. Okay, then I guess we have a battle plan.
Woo! I've still got the engines worm.
Oh, you have more than the engines for him, trust me.
Oh, you just know what to say.
I'm talking about your wife, idiot.
Wife?
What?
Girlfriend, whatever. I just can't remember what.
Oh no, please leave that canon.
Oh man. I cannot imagine what color she's gonna turn when I tell her you said that. Anyway, you have a conspiracy to plan. I'm gonna go make sure that our umbilical's ready to go. Have fun with that. Thank you, Jadmus, for all the ammo.
Hooray
Meanwhile-
hooray for low blood levels and my head spinning. Yay!
Our polygon just found its other side, guys.
So, Steiner accesses security through this computer. Can he do that?
If not, then there's the one down the hall that he already has.
He's just marking territory at the point.
I'll put it this way, Cassie, does he even have to roll anything to do all of the stuff we planned out?
At this point, no. You guys are good.
That's debatable.
You guys are good to go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, basically it had been the biggest worry was to see if those doors would get open first. But with Steiner's role to get their computers even more fucked up and take longer, you guys are gonna get all the information and get out of there.
Sweet.
So,
Yeah.
I guess I just specify what Steiner does specifically. Steiner is going to A, delete the last 24 hours of video log and leave a little virus so that next time anyone accesses the video log. What?
It's fine.
Okay. And leaves a little virus so next time the video logs are accessed, it's basically a bomb. It blows up and deletes them a second time. Just to obfuscate everything. Then he's going to try and... Well, the guy used his passwords to get in, so he makes sure that those get left.
Oh, you did put a loop on the video feed, by the way. Didn't you?
No, I don't believe we actually did that.
No, we couldn't because you said that we can't do it from.
Okay, I thought you had put a loop in.
Yeah.
When you went in person. Anyway.
Yeah, Steiner basically deletes the last 24 hours of video footage so that there's 100% not a, like, there's just nothing there. Thermo smoke. And a small virus in there that's going to redelete or try to delete as much of the video files as possible when it's accessed. Give them something to scramble over.
And all of this is getting installed from his office computer, right?
Yep. It's from his office computer, so it looks like he accessed it and did all this.
I think we're running out of ways to ruin this guy's life.
No, we can ruin it more.
Oh yeah, we could ruin it way more.
You have no idea.
Trying to think of what other hacker things I should make sure to get done.
Well, you already did the back door, and that's pretty much it, because the only other thing to do is just plant the evidence.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else as far as wiping away our fingerprints? Oh yeah, Steiner goes back through all of the digital all the caches and erases all of the files that say where he accessed stuff and what he did while he had access. So that there's no way. He erases all of his fingerprints from the system.
There you go. There's the middle finger.
No, that's the trail covered.
Now.
No, there is one last thing that I can think of, and this one might require a computer's check. You know our little box that we hooked up to their system to give us access? I want to do the same little pull more power than it can handle trick that I did with the panels on that, so it fries itself.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and give me a computer's roll. That's a lot of disads.
That is.
Yep.
So it pulled more than it could handle, and the computer that you are currently using also pulled more than it can handle in blue screen of death.
Oopsies.
But is all of your stuff still on the server at that point?
I'm gonna say so, because I still succeeded.
All of the other stuff he needed to do to the system, like wiping his fingerprints, etc., etc.
He had done all that first.
So that's still on server side.
So that's all
Yes,
still that's all still happened. It's all still done.
Mm-hmm.
All the fingerprints are still erased. The virus, everything. It's just that when I was attempting to crash our little box, our black box,
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally fried this computer, so I can't use it anymore.
Yep.
And you just hear Steiner go, "Oops." Oh, we didn't need it anyway.
Kira sighs from the doorway.
Shall we go?
After you.
He pokes Mark's little thigh with his slug thrower again. No, after you. And big smiles, you know?
I guess it should be pointed out that this guy's unbound because we let him out to work on the computer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking an unbound scientist.
Well, Janice will grab the guard because I know he's kind of catatonic, so she'll help support him up, and walk with him.
Steiner, when they get in the viewing distance of the other hostage guards, will put away his slug thrower.
Kiris is still casually playing with the blaster that she took,
Wait, if
and Jadmus
there-
still has her sword.
yeah, but she has it down. She's not.
Yeah.
But if
As
there's
long
other,
as she didn't. Go ahead, sorry.
Just a question: if we're leaving all those witnesses, can we just leave this security guard here?
How much of that
memory.
conversation did you hear?
All of it.
Yeah, you heard all of it.
No, he's kind of a complication.
He's
All right,
involved
then
at this point.
Okay.
He's still probably going to die from an unintentional heart attack. But, whatever.
Well, I just figured that his brain might actually block out everything that was said because he is traumatized.
Hey, Cassie.
But go
Yes.
ahead, Josh.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, it's
God damn it! Somebody say something.
Something.
Cassie. What kind of guns were the guards using?
They're using blaster pistols.
Can Steiner grab one of the guards' guns as he walks by?
Yeah, I think that Shiv has them all.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Basically, just walking off an armful of guns right now.
Can we take all of the... Okay, just to make sure I heard the question right. Are we just taking all of their guns?
Yep.
Because that would be fantastic.
Yeah,
Take
you
all their-
can.
Yay! We are less shittily armed.
I need one of those.
So,
Shitty
what
arm.
kind of weapons did we acquire?
I think that makes 4 in total blaster pistols because you got one from the guard that was in the room.
But they were all armed with blaster pistols as well.
Yeah.
Damn, not one fucking rifle.
Soon, TM.
Take the security droid.
Either way. So yeah. All of us come walking out with the dude in tow. I am moving you all.
Yep.
Can't move him, unfortunately.
Or the
Ooh.
guard.
Alright, so everyone jump back in the rabbit hole. Let's go.
Alright, umbilical pulled in, and then we disconnect. And then off we go. We're off to see the wizard.
I thought we were going to Neverland.
Any
I
second
like
start.
Neverland.
Yes.
Once we're on board, I'm going to go to Kiris. Kiris, would you mind sedating the shocked guard? I'd rather not have to deal with his simpering for the entire trip.
Kiris will happily install him in a bed in the med bay for scientific purposes.
Of course.
Of course. Bring him down to the medical bay. We'll see what we can do about that one.
Okay.
And if there's a small smirk, then no one there is going to question that.
Question
Curiosity
yet?
killed the cat. Or in this case, the security guard. What are you planning on putting Lycos?
We could probably sedate him too. Make it easy. Less questions.
Fewer questions. Someone doesn't have to give up a bed. Seems the most reasonable course of action. So Curious will... Does the medbay have, like, 5-point restraint on the beds? Cassie?
I'd say yeah.
Standard medical procedure so Curious can reclaim her binders?
Mm-hmm.
So Curious will strap them to bed, sedate them. Do I need to roll to not kill them, or can I just sedate them?
You can just sedate.
Okay. And reclaim my binders.
You're very concerned about having your handcuffs, apparently.
It's important, okay? There's no telling who or when or what I might need them for.
Wink, wink.
No, I totally get it.
Also, wink, wink.
I appreciate that, Jimmy. Very much.
I'm glad you did.
And if you want to go back and make that comment, I am totally on board.
Okay, so then I guess after the whole curiosity comment, Janice is just going to say Kiris. I thought you dropped that nickname once you got out of college.
Some things never change.
Or instruction school, or whatever the Chiss have.
Whatever we have. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Formal education system of some variety. College or the CHIS equivalent.
Okay. All right. With that, I'm going to go ahead and say that you guys are going to the drop-off point, right?
Yep.
You have instructions for the drop-off. It's pretty easy. You go to a docking bay and you're not supposed to talk to people or anything. You drop off, put the data drive in a computer, and then you leave.
What do we do with the
With the hyperdrive.
hyperdrive itself?
You're supposed to leave that there in the in the docking bay where you're dropping off.
So we dead dropped the stuff. Awesome.
Yes. And you get the rest of the credits forwarded to your account. And you have 2 guys to deal with.
And Steiner works tirelessly on fabricating 6 months of correspondence.
On the bright side, at least he can work with the intelligence agent.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
In the meantime, I think you guys, that was awesome. How did you guys feel for mechanics this time?
It went a lot smoother.
Much better now that we know what we can use our advantages on. And I mean, rolling an order of magnitude fewer advantages helps too, I guess. But
Yeah, we actually rolled a few successes this time.
true.
That's novel.
I think it was Dallin's presence.
I
Thank
still
you,
feel
Dad.
like a system where you can have quote-unquote advantages without success doesn't make any sense.
It is weird.
I think it's weird to some people and other people like it. I don't know. In any case, Shiv. Oh, that was an amazing speech.
Oh,
That was a super epic speech.
I really liked that. Now for the sad. Oh, what?
I said I'm gonna blush.
Aw.
You mean turn red?
I'm not sure what color I
No, he's turning pink.
No
Now
cinnamon
for
colored.
the sad news.
Uh-oh.
We have finished episode 1.
Finally.
Finally.
5
Oh.
sessions in.
And with that, I am going to need to step down from the GM seat. With things at work and home going the way they are, it is stressing me out more to DM or play. And so I'm taking a break from tabletop games for a little while. And we're going to see how I am in a few weeks. But for now, this is where I am mentally, and I need to pay attention to my mental health.
Of course.
So thank you for being my first players, my first game. Hopefully we can pick this back up again at some point, but I am not sure when.
I'll buy you the Genesis system for Christmas.
What?
It would make me the happiest of people.
You just made her day.
I really want the Genesis system.
To explain, the Genesis system is this dice system and this role-playing system, but it's all generic, so you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Sounds fun to play with.
I mean, I was just like flashing way back in the day when, you know, that was the Genesis Master System and whatnot.
Oh my. Anyway.
Play some Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, say goodnight, everybody.
Good night.
Good, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
No music for you out in YouTube land. You don't deserve it.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you just yell at people who are actually listening, Josh. That's nice.
I know. I love you, viewers, whoever you are.
Aren't half of them your family?
Maybe?
Alright. And good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.